Alrighty, here we are on a slightly cloudy and rainy day. Feels a lot like we're in Manchester, but we're not in Manchester. And you know how I know? Because there is the Eiffel Tower!
To the east, the road beneath my feet. To the west, well I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, my time is running out. Ever since my time.
So here we are, in Paris. And one of the great things that they do here is an open-top bus tour, which I'm on right now, which allows you to see pretty much all the main landmark sites in Paris in about 3 hours, which is good because that's all the time I have to spend here. And look, there's the Arc de Triomphe. Or, as I endearingly named it that day, the Arc de Traffic. But to be fair, it was still one of the nicest traffic jams I've ever been stuck in. But soon, we were off to see all the pretty sights of Paris. Also, I learned that some Parisian roads and drivers are terrifying and chaotic, and that there's a distinct lack of lanes on the road, which isn't particularly helped when tourists decide to do this. I think these guys had the right idea, though. Segways are fun, and will get you around much faster in rush hour. Later that day, I returned to the very swish and stylish airport to begin the next leg of my journey, which led to a 4-hour break in Guangzhou, China. Pardon the terrible pronunciation. I'd never been to Asia before, and to be honest, I still haven't, since we were pretty much confined to this terminal. But the merchandise around seemed to fulfill every stereotype of China you can think of. They had special teas, lots of artwork and sculptures of tigers and dragons. They had fans and kimono dressing gowns and beautifully patterned clothes and shoes. And pandas. Lots of cuddly pandas. I'll admit, I was tempted by almost everything, but luckily in hindsight I didn't have any yen. That evening, I took my third plane to Sydney, and when we arrived, the view of the harbour from the plane was breathtaking. I'd show you, but I wasn't allowed to use my video camera on the plane. I was amazed to find that Sydney Airport has a spa, complete with massage parlour, which I was very, very tempted by, but couldn't afford. Finally, 3 hours later, I was on my last plane, then off it, then in a taxi, and then... I'm in Canberra! Hi! 4 flights, 4 plane meals, and 36 hours of transit. Not including the time difference, but I'm here in Australia talking to you, and it's cool. And I'm very sleepy and jet-lagged, but at least last night I got to sleep horizontally in a bed. Fun times. Actually, that's a lie. I lied to you. I'm sorry. I hope we can still be friends. No, this isn't actually my first night in Canberra. I've been here about a month. Yeah, sorry. I meant to put out a video with the journey as soon as I could, but you know, Freshers Week and Orientation Week and the first week of lectures, and then we were doing a show, and it's busy time. Busy times moving to a different country. Who knew? But I'm gonna try and keep you guys updated as often as possible, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sort of shooting against some sort of stylish white background for any sort of professional or artistic effect. It's just a very white room. Very white room. Apart from curtains are red. Red curtains. Proof. Yeah.